Greetings, YouTube. In the United States, 96% of all mass shootings are being committed by cisgender men, the vast majority of them being Caucasian. So why is it that we don't call for profiling against cisgender men when it comes to mass shootings? You never hear that dynamic. But if a mass shooter is a woman, and it's very rare, but it has happened, we call for policing of women. We also call for harsher sentencing of women, that even if they commit a single shooting against someone, even if that person has been abusing them or has committed a crime against them, we still want harsher sentences against women that have committed acts of violence, while asking a society to give lighter sentences to men, even if they have committed acts of violence against multiple women. We know this. The statistics are out there. And of course, trans people, when it comes to mass shootings, make up 0.11% of mass shooters. And yet, conservatives will call for the policing of trans people when it comes to mass shootings. They don't want trans people to be able to own firearms. But it seems to me that if you were to take the firearms away from cisgender men, then there would be almost no mass shootings. I mean, if 96% of them are being committed by cisgender men, and we know this, if you take the guns away from them, society would be safer. Now, there was a time in my life when I was foolish enough to believe the sentiment that an armed society is a polite society, unaware when I held that belief that I was perpetrating and perpetuating a white nationalistic worldview. As I grew more well-informed and gained a bit of wisdom, I came to understand how wrong I was, and that I was inadvertently helping to suppress minority groups in America and marginalize women, because I was perpetuating white nationalist narratives, and those always go against minority groups, marginalized groups, and women. And in a white nationalist society, women have no rights. They are just extensions of their husbands and their fathers and their brothers. White nationalism is extremely socially conservative. It has very strict guidelines of what is and isn't acceptable for behavior. We also know this, and this is not news. So again, I ask, why are we not profiling all the mass shooters that are cisgender men? Why is it they are all considered lone wolves? Whereas if a single trans person commits a crime, remember, 0.11%, then you want to have laws passed against all transgender people. If a person that isn't white in America even possesses a firearm, even if it is a legal, licensed firearm, where they have jumped through all the appropriate hoops, that is, in the minds of most white people, seen as, at best, suspicious, and at worst, should be viewed as a crime. The last time the NRA endorsed any kind of gun regulations was in the era of the Black Panthers, when suddenly black people started picking up firearms to defend themselves from the white majority. So again, why are we not taking firearms away from white and cisgender men? Why? You disarm cisgender men, you disarm white dudes, and America becomes safer. So explain that to me. You're willing to disarm minority groups. You're willing to pass laws to prevent trans people from having firearms, probably gay people as well. So why not take the firearms away from the people who are actually dangerous? We won't even regulate them, let alone restrict them. So tell me, Why is that?